big old trash bag of nothing but bud.
Whoa.
And that everything that I said is false. None of this is true. I am just joking.
You gotta love them stickers where it's with a little heart.
Yeah,
they gotta give you a cookie and said, peace be with you. It's like church.
Out that people were getting other people's shit water.
Yeah.
Zero problems with me.
Like, he says he probably wants to legalize it. How did y'all feel about that?
I honestly, Texas should have legalized weed a long fucking time ago.
That kind of...
Number one, how much taxes are you looking at? Think about all the transactions between now to 2000 on weed alone, privately, or I guess if you know you're that person, but on the black market, you know,
gotta support your small businesses.
Small businesses,
they're losing
like, you
out.
gotta love them stickers where it's with a little heart.
Yeah,
they gotta give you a cookie and said, peace be with you. It's like
losing
church.
Out on a huge fucking market.
Speaking of, shout out to our dealers because they've given us free edibles every once in a while.
Yeah,
hell
the
yeah.
drug dealers that lived underneath us, cool as fuck. Some of the coolest motherfuckers that I know, sweethearts, genuinely.
Hell yeah.
And they had a bunch of plumbing issues and stuff. I kept on giving them our what's it called, our mop and stuff, and they're just like, yeah, man, like, here you go, here's an edible, and I'm like, hey, that's something, you know.
Yeah, and
also,
then
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go for it.
But shout out to drug dealers who like pretty girls. Because
she got a free eighth.
Yeah, I got a free
do tell.
I'm dressed up like this, like sweatpants, big t-shirt, like just vibing.
Crocs.
No, literally, like
the sport mode.
And then I think I had just gotten out of work or something like that, and I had like gotten dressed up that day. Like I had my makeup done very nicely, like my clothes was nice, like I looked good.
She was like dolled up that day.
I was dolled up, and then this one of the dudes downstairs, he's like, well, I asked him for an eighth or something like that, and he's like, here you go, and he just handed it to me. He's like, you good, baby, and I was like, okay.
It might have been Capone, actually.
Whoa.
I don't know who it was, but it was one of the
they're genuinely really dope ass fucking people. And it's a bummer they ended up moving out of our apartment to another one that's nearby.
Damn.
Yeah, but they're
which
like,
fucking sucks,
they're like 2 blocks away. Like we still
no,
go.
literally, and okay. So, mind you, if anyone's coming after me and shit, I want everyone to know that everything that I said is false. None of this is true. I am just joking.
Everything
I'm
is
very
fictitious. Everything is scripted. This is like wrestling, WWE, AEW.
Yeah,
I scripted all this shit.
I'm on Adderall right now. So anyways.
Hell yeah.
So,
which we got from these
which I got from Kanye West.
So, put this in this perspective, okay? In Dallas, most of the times, you're either black or white, for the most part. I mean, Mexicans, for myself, I look pretty fucking white. So,
same.
I was, because I had a bunch of gun equipment, scopes, and I was like, I'm never going to fucking use this, because it was a hollow and a pretty rinky-dinky scope. And I was like, hey, y'all, like, just in case, like, do y'all want anything like this? I'm going to sell them. I'm not sure if you're into shooting and stuff. I know you guys got your Glocks on y'all, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I have a hollow and I have a scope. Do y'all want to look at them? They're like, yeah, let's go. So I go downstairs. I go down there, and it's the 3 dudes. I'm not going to say their names, but the 3 regular people that we see over there. Like I said, sweethearts and everything. And there was, like, 4 other people that were in there buying stuff. And so I'm like, okay, it's a regular ass drug deal, you know, just like people buying weed and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like waiting at the couch. I have like the scope pulled out and everything for them to come over here and look. And then they're in the middle of this deal and everything. And there's another dude. His name was like 7 or something. And he had a backpack.
Don't say their name.
It's an alias, so I'm not, you know. So
7-Eleven. Yeah,
literally. So he had a backpack. He pulled out this big old trash bag of nothing but bud.
Whoa.
And so they're over there sniffing it and stuff. They throw it over to one of the main dudes. He opens it. He puts his whole head in the bag.
That's what you gotta do, man, sometimes.
He was like, how much is it? They said the price. He was just like, all right. He pulled down the shoebox, got the 20s, and then gave it to him.
A shoebox?
Yeah.
God damn, that's how you know.
He had a shoebox full of like 20s and 100s. And I mean, like, it was just real weird because I was going down there just to sell something. And I was in the middle of like, not an actual drug deal, but this is a step up, you know, like a drug deal. Like, you know,
Like, there's the street. There's a guy like, oh, here's a nickel, here's a dime, here's this.
like, I could care less if people are buying like 8s and stuff, but we're talking about this probably was a solid at least 2-3 pounds maybe.
This is a Costco drug deal.
Yeah, like,
Fuck yeah.
like wholesale type
Buying
shit.
in bulk.
Buying in bulk.
The dudes looked at it and everything. I was just like, honestly, like, I don't even want them. Like, I'm just gonna end up selling them on eBay if y'all don't get them. They're like, yeah, no, we're all good, and I just ended up leaving. But that was like the weirdest fucking experience because, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just a little ass white boy. I just moved to this neighborhood and stuff, and I'm over there just like in the middle of them doing drug deals and stuff. I thought that was so funny.
It is so funny because I mean, if you would have seen them, so like Ricardo's pretty tall. He's like what, 5'11"?
Yeah, he's taller than me.
5'10", 5'11".
5'10", 5'11". So like almost 6 feet. These dudes, they're big, buff black men, like over 6 feet tall. So you see Ricardo and you see both of them, and it is like so funny because he looks like their dorky accountant.
Oh
and
shit!
It's just like them, and it was
He looks like he could be their white boy Rick.
No, yeah,
God.
I mean, mind you, we had a bunch of issues. Like I said earlier, we had a bunch of issues with plumbing and stuff. So at one point, we had everyone outside of the apartment and stuff, and we're talking about how nasty it was that people were getting other people's shit water.
Yeah.
And I was like,
every
dude.
time my roommate used her bathroom, whether it be her bathtub or her sink
her toilet,
it would just
leak
drop
out of the
into
ceiling. Bro, at one point, like, it was bubbling from... It was bad. And I remember one time we had everyone out there and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, like, get your receipts in, and if this does not stop by max the end of this month, we're going to file a lawsuit. At the end of the day, it's like, who can afford it? Not me. But I know there's a lawyer out there that would be way, way willing to represent a bunch of people who are getting screwed over these motherfuckers. Because we're still expected to pay rent and stuff. And I asked him one day, I was like, my girlfriend needs to take a shit. Where do we go for that? Where do I go? I'm not going to go to a fucking Winco. This is our neighborhood. This is our property. You should have at least something. They're like, oh, well, do you have a mom or something? I'm like, oh, okay, bro. If this ain't fixed, like, you're going to have a whole fucking lawsuit. Luckily, it did, and we didn't have to go anywhere after that, but man,
I think they
dude.
fixed it either, like, that day or the very next
Damn.
Yeah, they did it pretty quick, luckily.
And also, like, we had been having plumbing issues since we moved in.
Since we fucking moved in. You know how, like, on the shower it says, like, hot and cold and stuff?
Yeah.
I'd flip that bitch all the way over, freezing to death, and I'm like, fuck. And I start turning it off, and then I get burned the shit out of.
Fuck
I'm like,
that.
damn, okay. And then our what's it called, washing machine, it kept on, like, getting filled up with a bunch of shit water, basically. Or not a washing machine, but our dishwasher.
Oh,
So,
no.
Not
at that
shit
point...
water, not shit water. Like, it was, like...
Very close to it.
Like sewage water.
No, not
It was,
sewage
like,
water.
used...
So, from the
used, like,
trash
sink
disposal.
water. Yeah.
Ah.
From the trash disposal, like, everything that got, like, shredded and stuff, like, all the water, it would, like, transfer into the dishwasher.
It was just
and
so
so
fucking
it would just
nasty.
stay there because we don't use it because we're ethnic. So we don't, well, now I do.
Yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah, she's white now.
Ah, that look.
It was genuinely a crazy experience too, because, like, I mean, mind you, at the time we were both 20, a brand new apartment, brand new apartment and stuff, and there was a shit ton of stuff that was, like, not fixed.
Damn.
That they rushed on, which, I mean, come on now, like, you're messing with people's, like, bare minimum livelihood, their roof over their head and stuff. It's like, you can't fucking charge people $1,300 for an itty bitty ass apartment, and at least, like, not have the sink not being able to use. They told us too. They were like, you cannot use anything from this side all the way over until everything's fixed. I'm like, how am I supposed to take a shower? How am I supposed to shit? How am I supposed to wash my clothes? Which we couldn't even do at the time because these motherfuckers took like a month or two to get us our washer and dryer. But
damn, man.
it fucking sucked, but it's whatever.
And that's all she wrote.